G'day. Welcome to the Field of Streams, where I, your host Janine McRae, that's my name, bring you the tiny thoughts that stream from my brain and present them to you as though they're the gifted ability to perform the most insane yo-yo tricks, including the world's most difficult trick, the 4.0 hook, flawlessly and without looking even remotely uncool at that party your cousin is now wishing they didn't invite you to. Walk the dog. Now, I can't promise you much with these toy missives, but I can promise you this. I won't keep you long. A promise like that deserves a follow, don't you think? Tap that follow button. Every time you do, a writer feels validated. I'm not sure if this is one of those old broad shaking fist at cloud episodes. I haven't really worked it out. Let's trip on through and see, shall we? I was watching Stephen King talking to George R.R. Martin on some show. I don't know what it was. It was on YouTube, I think. And it reminded me of a story I'd read years and years ago about how people were giving old Georgie some real aggressive stick about finishing Game of Thrones, or the series. What struck me about it was this sense of entitlement people have, or ownership they feel they have over someone's work, or like they have a say in how the story goes, like they're owed something, or that things should go a certain way because they have invested in the story, therefore own a piece of it. Newsflash, you don't. And guess what else? No one owes you anything. If the last page never comes, you'll have to learn to deal with that, not getting what you want, or accepting that the story doesn't go the way you want, or a character isn't acting the way you think they should. It's not your story. Your job is to read it and accept. That's all. If you want to write a better story, you know what to do. But here I am talking about the episode before the episode, giving it all away. Cut it out, Janine. Get to the reading. Now. I can't wait. If you don't read this to me now, I shall storm your castle with a pitchfork and set fire to your Tom York shrine, and then no one will be happy when that happens. Without any further threats of violence, I invite you to sit back, relax, and allow me to read to you a piece of my writing called Gimme Now, Later. Give it me now! We are toddlers, small angry animals with destructive hooves and insatiable appetites. Hands out and rude ruddy faces, we are moments away from implosion. Are you ready for the cataclysm? Give it me now! These words erupt from the minds of those who have never been told no, or simply don't know the pathways to heaven in the valley of wandering. They don't know the difference between the heart-thumping immediacy of now mountain versus the overwhelming deliciousness of later peak. Scree fields become instant wee fields, and before you say #not all talus, let me say this. The talus is callous, and this stuff breaks ankles. Must have, must see, must touch, must own. In an on-demand world, we must possess all. And then what? Absorb and forget? Move on to the next? Stuff that tiny plaything into the shelf of our memory to be recalled infrequently, if ever at all? Give it me now! It is a pity. We, who have forgotten how to stretch things out, are shortening our artistic athleticism, hobbling our receptors to beauty, anaesthetising our capacity for surprise and delight. Hey, we are not the sum of our Netflix algorithm. We cannot binge a lifetime in one weekend. No one has patience for the wait anymore. This is a gross overstatement. See, what I did there was throw a blanket over you all, and the #not all humans will be out for my blood. Yes, I know some of you are very patient, but perhaps this is one of those cases where not everything is about you. Where perhaps I'm talking about the pandering to the shortening attention spans of us as a collective. I know. #not all attention spans. Let me pause briefly here to shake my fist at a cloud. Tangent time. When I was a youngling, movie trailers were often quite vague. #not all movie trailers, of course, but many, blissfully short with little information. They were the very definition of a tease, and I believe were called teasers for this reason. But today they are give-it-me-now people-pleasers, like mini-movies of the movie. Why do they give so much away? What happened to the tease? The tease is in the toilet because we must know everything now. 24/7 news, trailers with longer run times than the movies, message boards with fan direction for how stories will go, should go. There is no patience for the wait, for the chance at an unexpected surprise. We've become a civilization of skip to the last pagers, give it me nowers. We can't be turned around. Can we? They need us streaming. They need us consuming. They don't care if it's good for us or not. Again, hashtag not all providers, but this is not about them. This is about us. We binge watch because we can. It's so easy. We harass creators because we can. We feel entitled. None of this is really new, just the mechanism has become more insidious. High speed, on demand. Civility flew out the browser window long ago. I bet you're wishing the point of this would come now, that I'd stop teasing this out like a bad perm. Well, disappointment is a thing to be processed, and nobody processes it anymore. They just soak in it and broadcast it out on all channels. Nobody wants to feel, or when they do, they want you to know that they felt and they don't know what to do with it. Hashtag not all, I know. Learn to deal, people. For when we deal with the feel, we heal. For real. It's good to love things, to obsess over a band, a book, a character, a story. I'm not saying don't love the thing with your whole and full beating heart. Please do. But it's also good to have to wait for the reward that love can deliver, to even make yourself wait for it, and while you're waiting, to accept that there is a chance that it might never come, or the movie won't live up to the trailer, or the story might not go the way you want it to. Disappointment is the risk you take with love. I saw an old thing recently where George R.R. Martin was asking Stephen King how he wrote so many books so fast, and it reminded me of a story I'd read forever ago about fans harassing him to finish Game of Thrones. This was years ago, and he's still not finished as far as I know. Fans were, and still are, angry. Like this is something they are owed. I don't know if it was because he was talking with King, but I was struck with the vision of Kathy Bates taking a sledgehammer to James Caan's ankles in Misery. George is in the bed. Fans are holding the hammer and fansplaining to him how it should go, threatening to keep him in the bed until it's done. Write the story or the lateral malleolus gets it, George. Hashtag not all Annies. Just because we want it now doesn't give us the right to demand it with a 10-pound hammer in our hands. It also doesn't give us the certainty of ever having it at all, because it might never come. It might never come. Get used to it. Authors die, actors get fired, shows end, new writers come in and change trajectories, musical tastes skew. Artists seek to push their own boundaries, which reshape ours. We need to adapt, to grow, to enjoy this process more. Much like we should all learn how to be alone, how to enjoy our own company, we should learn how to wait. Learn that not everything needs to be heaped into our greedy gobs with an industrial shovel as soon as it comes out of the oven. The teachings of patience, the teachings of civility, the teachings of how to be a human. This is what we need. In the dash for the stash, to own all the things, to devour all the creations, we skip straight to the end and lose all the gooey joy from the middle. Someone took time to make it. Take time to enjoy it. Instead of a quest to own all the things, quest to own the emotions attached to those things. Learn to wait, to savor, to enjoy. I'm not saying don't binge. I'm not saying don't watch the thing the day it comes out. I'm not saying hold back on everything either. Just a thing here and there. Take a couple of days to open that package you've been waiting for. Watch one episode a week, like they used to do in the olden days. Exercise your patience to enhance the pleasure of the thing. Build your landing strip to the enjoyment terminal and guide those planes to Earth. Don't always be that little piggy with your trotters in the trough of culture, your mouth covered in the slop of "couldn't wait, me first." Don't be that toddler kicking your legs wildly in the "give it me now" aisle. Hold yourself back. Make random days like Christmas Day. Savor the wait. Let us be the fine and delicate vessels of appreciation we are capable of being. Purveyors of the slow consumption movement. Wait to open your presents. Gimme now, later. And there you have it, today's episode. I think I was definitely shaking my fist at a cloud there. Hashtag not all clouds. I hope you'll come back for more. These missives are designed to inspire creative folk to get out there and make something of their own. Or shake their fists at clouds, I guess. If you enjoyed what you heard, follow the podcast so that you never miss one, and sign up to read my writing at janinemccrae.substack.com. And for now, I'll leave you with this. Love what you love, and I'll see you out there making stuff.